Makes the President of the United States foam at the mouth. Probably only Japan's national industry can do it. In addition to the small amount of Japanese cuisine. Another feature is that it's dark enough. Well, raw eggs. What about sashimi? Many foreign guests eat without saying a word. Meeting the arrogant Trump. He even ate red wine directly. What dishes are served at Japanese state dinners? I'm sure many of you have already guessed. That's right, this thing is a fish. Since ancient times, the Japanese have always been crazy about eating fish. The average Japanese person eats fish. Can exceed 50 kilograms. It belongs to eating fish as a staple food. Of all the local fish dishes, the most popular is undoubtedly sashimi. Sashimi focuses on a fresh. When eating sashimi, the chef will remove live fish from the fish tank. Slice the fish. After dipping in the seasoning, put it in your mouth and chew carefully. This taste is incredible. And for foreigners, basically after the first bite, I don't want to move chopsticks anymore. The most typical example here is the old cloth in the United States. President Xi visited Japan in 1992. State banquet to welcome. The waiter served an extremely fresh sashimi. It came to the old cloth. Before the president, immediately into vomiting mode. Then he fainted immediately. About the reason why Lao Bushi kept vomiting. Many people guess it's because of the sashimi. Reminds him of an extremely cruel, horrible past. George H.W. Bush was in the U.S. Air Force in 1944. Bush Sr. and his comrades were dispatched to the Pacific Theater, fighting in Japan. As a result, in a combat mission, 8 soldiers were taken by Japanese soldiers. Only Old Booth was rushed to the rescue in time. American rescue. Later, 8 American soldiers were captured by the Japanese. All eaten by Japanese soldiers. Make sukiyaki from the parts that don't rot. Sashimi and other food to eat. Later Bush Sr. I learned what happened to my comrades through the photos. From then on, a deep shadow was left in my heart. After seeing sashimi at a Japanese state dinner in 1992, he immediately remembered being killed by the Japanese. Comrade-in-arms who ate it raw. An irrepressible attack of physiological aversion. So he passed out on the spot. But that's just a guess. No one can really understand Bradshaw. What were your true thoughts at that time? Maybe it's just because he hates it. Just eat raw. The US president was tortured by a Japanese state dinner. And it wasn't just George H.W. Bush. Trump has also been hosted by Japan. The time has come to 2019. Trump went to Japan to inspect the outside world. It was originally estimated that Japan's Shinzo Abe will host Grand State Banquet. Leijo on behalf of Trump. But to everyone's surprise, Mbev just took Trump and Mrs. Trump to a family. Eat at the Japanese restaurant. And the main course that night was otabayaki. This is actually Japanese barbecue. That night. Except for the grilled chicken skewers and steak. In addition to meat dishes like sealand and butter, baked potato salad, carrots, and more. Dessert is classic vanilla ice cream. Trump himself has no problem with the dishes. Just the behavior of the restaurant chef. Makes him feel very uncomfortable. After the chef makes the dishes, first handed to Mrs. Abe, Trump can still maintain his demeanor at this time. Greet the chef with a smile. Then the chef put the second dish, handed to Japanese subordinate Shinzo Abe. Third time, the chef handed the dish to Trump's husband. The chef didn't serve Trump until the end. Who is Trump? When taking a group photo, you have to rush to occupy the C position. You will definitely feel very dissatisfied. So Trump. Then he gave the chef a contemptuous look. In America, chefs usually serve the most distinguished guests first. But in Japan, the order is actually reversed. The most respected Trump doesn't understand this, so it's not going well. Japan is not all state banquets either. It's not decent. The G20 Osaka Summit State Banquet held in Japan in 2019. It can be called a model representative in the state banquet. The whole state banquet was divided into appetizers, main course, and dessert, 3 parts. The theme of the first appetizer is the arrival of summer. Dishes include grilled corn, dilute steamed root with shrimp and crab jelly, and purple bamboo leaves. The theme of the second appetizer is seasonal. Dishes include carp chonso water eggplant soup. The theme of the third appetizer is terroir. The dishes include pan-fried monkfish with tahini sauce mixed with vegetables. The theme of the main course is 3 branches of scenery. Dishes include bamboo charcoal, roast hemp beef, etc. The theme of the dessert is the gift of Japanese summer, mainly white peach matcha and tea fruit. White peach flavor sweet. Among the many dishes in Japan, there are figures of white peaches. The state banquet at the accession of Emperor Naruhito. It also represents the highest standard banquet in Japan. In addition to members of the Japanese royal family, it also includes royalty and dignitaries from other countries. There were thousands of people online. Japan may only have this once in decades. Therefore, the food prepared for the state banquet is rather the full menu according to the online disclosure. Kano. The dishes of this state banquet, including the appetizer, vinegar cold dishes, barbecue warm sundries, Japanese seasoned rice, Japanese broth fruits and fruits 9 categories, grilled squid and appetizers, steamed abalone with shrimp and salt, chestnut, cucumber and other dishes, coarse cold dishes with smoked salmon, scallop, Western Pacific fish and other dishes, grilled food includes beef. Asparagus rolls, small onions and other cultural relics have steamed custard, including shark fin, mushrooms and fungus sundries include crab wash fish. Chicken tricolor fried. The Japanese seasoning mix includes ground young fish. The fruit at the egg and red ginger banquet was strawberries, papaya and lemon. There are nearly 50 dishes above in the history of Japanese state banquets. One of the richest representatives over the state banquet. Japan also places particular emphasis on take care of the personal tastes and religious beliefs of the guests. In addition to the main dishes already mentioned, the Japanese government has also prepared many vegetarian dishes and halal food. At Emperor Naruhito's registration banquet, the banquet was specially prepared for Muslims. Halal food. Some vegetarians who can't eat meat. You can choose dishes made of tofu or yuba. It is these meticulous preparations makes these state dinners more than just a feast for the palate. An important platform for food, it has become a manifestation of national softness. Japan once also wanted to express its gratitude to the United States through a state banquet. Show off your own raw food culture. But I didn't expect to vomit all the guests directly. I can only say that the food of sashimi, the Japanese are better off keeping it for themselves. There is no need to put it on top of the state banquet for international friends. People eat and since Japan discharged into the sea, and sewage, how much will the fish in the sea be affected? If you serve sashimi to foreign VIPs again, that's just like a head poison. Do you think so?